Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again. This is a balls deep of a game called The Third Birthday. It is available on the PlayStation Portable, and it is, I think, a sequel, or an unofficial sequel, to a game known as Parasite Eve. And because I'm playing it on an emulator, I don't actually have sound in these cutscenes, which is really frustrating, because they look very pretty, as you can see. There is the main character looking rather fetching, having a flashback, but we're going to have to skip it, guys, because we can't hear it, which is very unfortunate. But you heard the sound effect, which shows that the sound effects work, but the volume doesn't. And for some reason, that's what my PSP emulator's like. Additionally, you're going to see some weird flashing, so I hope you don't have epilepsy. It's nowhere near as bad as this when we're in a mission, so don't worry. But that's the price we pay. I don't own a PSP, I have an emulator, and emulators do weird things. So, can I talk to this person? No idea. But this is a weird game. I popped it on yesterday. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, is that the menu that's popping up? Here you go. Prepare for your mission in the briefing menu, where you can change your weapons and protective gear. When you're ready, select a mission and head out. Okay. So it's kind of like a third-person action game that's got some dodging elements, which is always nice. And there's some RPG elements, and there's some like commanding your squad elements. It seems really interesting. And I'd never heard of it, but I was looking for Parasite Eve because I fancied playing it, and I found this. So I decided to check it out. So, control Aya's genetic data to acquire and enhance over energy. Over energy is a special ability Aya unleashes during battle. It can have various effects. I know this. You've showed me this. Interestingly, I can't use the analog in these menus. I have to use the D-pad. So, we've got boost fire. Crossfire becomes more powerful. Gives a constant boost to defense. Aya's life may recover slightly in overdrive. So those are the ones that we have on at the moment. What is going on here? Normal DNA. Oh. So you can mutate the DNA to get different DNA? I have no idea. Let's press OK. What did that do? It leveled up the pistol, the crossfire damage. Crossfire becomes more powerful. Okay, so you've got to like mess with antibodies and DNA to get yourself a little bit stronger. So there's some kind of progression and skill system, which seems quite interesting. Can I, equipping the DNA board, is that okay? I don't know. You tell me, is that okay? Format the contents. All of your other, no. So it's just like formatting your hard drive, you lose it all. Weapon bank, here we go. So I was using a pistol, it was pretty shitty. You can change weapon, that's nice. Change and buy weapons. I've got 5,800 pennies. Ooh. Seems like there's quite a lot of... Can I... Oh, I get it. So, when you're in mission, you can pick up weapons by doing this weird, like, change body move. And I assume when you use a weapon, you can then buy it from the shop. So you'll notice it allows me to buy this Magnum. Problem here is... These have ammunition, whereas the pistol's infinite. And the reason I was using the pistol is because it was infinite. I really want a shotgun too, that would be cool. But they've got light machine guns, a weird looking Minority Report gun, something that looks like a weird ass harpoon launcher, grenade launchers, snippers. Can I upgrade my pistol? No idea. Can I upgrade this? Customize, yes! So, as you can see, there's quite a lot of stuff here to mess with. You can increase its capacity, its accuracy. Purchase this. What does it do? Makes it more accurate. Impact. Is that damage? Interesting, it reduces the handling if you buy that. Yeah, why not? Fuck it. That increases the impact again. So, what happens when I press... Oh, no, that's just... Okay, so there's a weapon customizing stuff, which is pretty interesting. We're just going to go with the pistol because I like pistols. Protective gear. Change Eye's protective gear. I mean, look at the model. I think that's a really good looking model. The jeans look a little shitty texture-wise, but it's still, like... The face of that model is better than the faces of some models on games that were released this year, which is kind of crazy. Oh wow, you can give her a coat. It's got a better defense as well. Let's wear that one. Give her a nice white coat. So you're obviously going to be able to get more outfits from that menu with a look at that. Train by replaying a successfully completed mission. This is where the PSP function really starts to shine, where it's kind of grindy, kind of repetitive, because that's what these games are. They're a little bit limited compared to your full consoles, but it's a handheld, so, you know. Overdive into the past to get your mission underway. Club Sacrifice. Do I move this? Start mission. Yeah, let's do this. A lot of voice acting as well, including the... is he called Eric Stewart, I think his name was? The guy who voiced Yugi from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. So... interesting. So you notice how things are flickering? How do I do this now? There you go. So it's a boss. Interesting. So you might be wondering what's happening. I'm going to have to turn this down because it's really loud. Basically, I'm commanding my team here to shoot. I'm holding the left trigger to aim at this boss. It auto-aims by default. I cannot manually aim. Press the right trigger, I shoot. I can dodge with the A button. And I'm just going to be essentially combining fire here with my friends. You'll notice when I shoot, I can't link. But watch the damage they do compared to me. They do way more damage than I do, and I can join in on this moment and do this. Press triangle. Do you see that weird triangle that showed up? When you see that, you can use a special ability called, like, some ridiculous, superfluous super move name. Oh. And the screen is flickering because I assume emulation problems. I don't think it's meant to do that. This guy's got a lot of life.
Backups on their way. Stay strong.
But this is kind of what you do. You navigate areas, you do a lot of shooting, you fight a lot of enemies. Those projectiles are kind of douchey. Can I get under this guy? Oh. And the screen's... look how good the screen looks when it takes away that blue thing. Whoa! Massive damage! Also there's grenades, which do a lot of damage if you land them. I don't think I landed that though. Can I chuck one? There we go. That didn't land either. And it's just... it's kind of like a... oh, interesting. A third-person shooter. Something is going weird here with the emulation, so I do apologise about that, guys. But you get an idea of what this is, even if this is not the most interesting. Those projectiles are evil, dude. Yeah! Clicky buttons! She reloads. Well, what was it? Who was that attacking? So you notice I'm building this liberation bar? Kind of important. When the liberation bar is full, you press these two buttons, and you get like this weird, crazy... oh wow, she got a really good dodge. I just can't really shoot. And there that was. But you notice how it drains your life, so you've got to be intelligent with it, apparently, or you can... she's got a lot of recovery on that third roll. It's just like Bayonetta. You need to be careful. Can I hit this dude with the grenade yet? There is a cover system, if you're wondering. You just go up to cover and it's automatic. You can do it to dodge things like this. And after a while, your cover will destroy, apparently. Oh, interesting. Not my favourite way to play. One thing you will note, too, when you move like I'm moving, it makes your gun less accurate. So you need to be careful of that. But there's a progression system. It seems like there's, you know, it's interesting enough for the kind of game that it is. Can I do the... oh, shit. Ah! Oh, I think they killed it. Damn it. They stole the final blow from us. Bandicam tells me that this is running at a steady 30 frames. I don't know if that's because the version of Bandicam I'm doing is capping this, because in the menu it was 60. But the frame rate seems really smooth, minus the fucking epileptic menu flashing up. That's really bad. But what can I say, guys? Emulators, we're just not quite there yet. But there's this weird move in this game where you take over people's bodies and you can use their gun by holding Y. So you like burst them and you get their status. So if they're using a better gun, you do this, you burst them, you can then use their gun, and so on and so forth. It can also heal you and give you various abilities, but I think it counts as a kill. So I think it degrades your ranking as the screen gets really epileptic here. So this is my favourite enemy in the game, because he runs at you and you can actually dodge him. And I love a game that has a functional dodge. It makes the combat way fun for me. But you notice when I'm not moving, the aim is quite accurate. And the moment I start moving, it kind of goes out of up and down and weird and shit. Well, that's what I meant when I said that. Can I do it to this guy? No, I can't. So yeah. But you shoot dudes, you go along your path, you pick up things, and then people talk to you. It's pretty standard stuff. But I think visually it looks great for a PSP game. And I'm not a moral arbiter on PSP games because I never really played the PSP. But I think this is a rather stunning game, all considered. I don't like this enemy at all. This enemy's a bit of a dick.
Either the Twisted or the Orbs have
Do you
to
hear
be
him?
destroyed in order for us to move forward.
I'm almost certain that's Eric Brown. I think he's Eric Stewart or something. Not that good with remembering names, apparently. I had an opportunity then to use that cool ability and I lost it. So yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else to press. That's just reload. Can I go into menus? Menu shows you your map. In there you've got your mission log, you've got your feats. Rendezvous with the team, destroy all wads, destroy all slackers. Creative names for enemies there. As the HUD keeps popping up. Hello, friend. I think if I hold square I can... Shit. I think I was caught in reloading. Let's put on a different weapon for a little bit. Show you some of the guns. So yeah. The auto aim is super good on this game as well. It's... Because when I was first playing and you hold the trigger, you're like, how do you aim? I'm holding the right analog now, pushing it in all directions, and it's just not working. Because she doesn't aim. And it's all 100% automated, which... I'm not the biggest fan of it, but when it doesn't get in the way of the game, I can put up with it. Right. Can't blind fire, it seems. But that's enough to give you... Come on, bitch, why aren't you reloading cover? Damn it. Here he comes. He telegraphs his attack, which is nice, by leaning back a little bit. There is harder difficulties. Apparently there is a hard mode, then there is like a hell mode, and then there's a genocide mode, so it does get really difficult. But I think it's going to be a lot like Final Fantasy Type 0, where it's just everything is super high leveled and incredibly dangerous, and you die in a second. So it's probably designed to be a little grindy, like a lot of them are. So we level up and get some grenades. What was that other gun we've got? Almost identical to this gun. In fact, I think it's the exact same. Awesome. That's exactly what we needed. I can hear you, friend. Oh, that was new. I've not seen that before. Cool. He's got more than one attack then. But you can buy soft drinks, or maybe you can't. But one thing that's worth noting, if you're a Parasite Eve fan, then I think this is probably going to look kind of weird, because when I played Parasite Eve a long time ago, it was like a turn-based RPG. The only difference is you ran around and you shot guns. Like, you had to position yourself and you shot people and you had like a percentage to hit in that. And this is not like that at all. This is straight up third-person action. And those games weren't that way. So I think if you're a fan of the series, this might be a little disappointing, and I can understand that completely. Oh, so when you're aiming, she does like a little hop. That's pretty cool. But I think this is the kind of thing that, you know, if you're playing it... Oh, there's a dude there. And you're on the bus, or you've got to catch a train every day to go to work or to go to school or something. I think this is the kind of game that you can probably lose yourself in for the journey and then turn it off without having to give it too much thought. It's the same kind of mentality that enjoys games that are overly grindy and not that interesting. You know, when people get into MMOs super deep, or people have referenced stuff like Destiny and just insert a game that wants you to replay it a ton for whatever validation. And then I think you can... Oh, interesting. What was that? I can turn the camera. But it's... Ow. Did not mean to do that. I'm using a Battlefield controller. And on this Battlefield controller, I have paddles at the back of it. And these paddles can be assigned to certain buttons, because it's... Fellas. Can I fucking... Can't move. Can't move. Whoa, I'm so near dead. I need you, friend. See that? Got all my life back. So there is some strategy to it, you know, some technique. You can't just play like a maniac. gives you that impression. I'm clipping. Clipping pretty rough. There we go. I don't know how you trigger that move, but it's definitely what you want to play towards, because it does the most damage out of anything I've managed to do. The crazy overdrive. Oh, fella. Oh, the cameras. PSP, please. Damn it. Whoa. It clips a lot, this game. Who knew? This is the most close quarters it's ever been. The first level, which I probably should have played for this, was out in the street and it was snowing and it looked really nice. I was having a ton of fun there. But this is giving you a good idea of exactly what this is, and I think this guy has a little bit too much life considering how much I'm shooting him. But then you do that move and it makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? But oh, looks interesting. Can you clip on this? No, you can't. So the first person trick is not going to be that successful in this game. I think holding the trigger is better than tapping it seems. Did that drop in? Ooh, an item. Hand grenades. Okay, so it's kind of just filling up what we're already doing. Can I do this and get like a nice cheeky spawn kill? Yeah, I can. Oh, whoa, look at her outfit! That's cool. She's getting more jacked up the more I get jacked up. I did not even realise. How many games do that? You've got to give it props for that one. That is really cool. She's got a nice little booty shake going on as well. What's that about? As the screen goes between great looking graphics to completely oversaturated, whitewashed HUD vision. See you later, friend. And we're out of ammunition. Do they explode when they die? I think they do. Let's pop this one back on. Oh, more of these fellas. Shit. I'm locking onto the wrong guy. There is a way to change lock on, but I couldn't tell you how. Because the controls are not mapped. That's the problem. They're mapped to how I played Birth by Sleep. Which means if I wanted to seriously play this game, I'd have to go back in and remap everything so that it works for this game. Because as it stands, you can tell that the camera controls are very specific and what have you. So that's all the Slacker's done. It's one of the missions. Might be able to hear my triggers. They're very, very triggery. Whew. I'm almost certain you get iframes in that dodge. It seems like you do. Guy takes way too much damage for my liking. But he gives you 150 experience and 120 BP, which I think is the currency to buy things. Oh no, my spawn grenade! Getting cover, love. I need to start reloading in cover. It's really tricky when you can't see the HUD when it goes off like that. It looks a lot better, but it's... I'm out of bullets. Yeah, this video is probably not going to be the best thanks to the crazy epilepsy that's happening in it. You're going to hit the bitch, please. Fucking hell. Evasive tosser. There we go. That's all the wads dead. I assume that that's the end of this mission. Is it kind of like a fillery in-between mission? No? Is there a boss?
This is where you can restock.
Is it just going to continue?
There are temporary points where you can restock.
Like, look at it. It's a pretty looking
Don't forget
game.
to pick up the weapons and ammo
Minus
you need,
crazy
end up
HUD
regretting
element.
it.
So there's ammunition and the ability to recharge. Okay. But we're not going to go too much further, guys, because that flickering is super fucking annoying. But there you go. That is Third Birthday. It's available on the PSP. It has been so since, I think, 2011. You can get it on the emulator, as you just witnessed. You might have to tweak your settings to make it run a little better than it was doing there, but I think visually and gameplay-wise, there's definitely something there to enjoy. Thank you very much for watching, and you take care now.